Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Have you been watching the news lately or reading about the items in the news? I mean, some things are just ludicrous. Obamacare, they're pushing it out for another couple of years now because they couldn't get their act together. Now they want to talk about immigration, and the Republicans are saying, oh, forget it. We can't trust you to follow the laws. There's no way this is going to happen on our watch. You know, talking about voter IDs. Why don't they talk about common sense things? Well, I think I might understand the reason why. Went to the city council meeting here in Mayberry last week. And I sat there and I just looked up at the city councilors and I noticed something. They're homogenous. They're pretty much all the same. They don't really represent the people of the town. They really don't. They represent a segment of the town. And I got to wondering, why is that? And how can we fix it? Well, I think what has to happen is we have to slightly change the way the elections go. See, the way the elections go now is usually you have a couple of people vying for one seat and you get to vote for one or the other. Then you have a couple other people vying for another seat. You get to vote for one or the other. Well, you see what happens is only a certain group of eligible voters vote. And what happens is those are the people who get to say who sits in these seats. But see, the problem is that there's usually maybe a 2-to-1 swing. If you count the election results, very rarely is it like 51-49. No, it's usually 60-30 in these local elections. And see, what I propose is this. You get to vote for one city councilor, not each seat. And what will happen is that'll dilute, you know, that voting block that puts the homogenous people in. So you get to vote for one, only one. And then the top 6 then get to represent the people. Think about it. It would change the face of the council. You'd probably have some people in there who wouldn't be in there otherwise. Now, I don't know what it would take. I guess I'll have to check with the elections board to see if we can get this change enacted. But that's the only way I can see true representation. Because there was I guess, a motion that they had to vote on. And it was, they wanted to have a moratorium on this medical marijuana dispensaries here. Personally, I don't use it, don't want to use it, but I don't care if other people use it. It doesn't matter to me, really. It really doesn't. Not my business. I don't want to impose my will upon somebody else. But when the vote, it was unanimous. Now, is that representative of the community? I don't think so. I think there's a few people who would want that. Well, so why isn't the vote 6-to-1 or 5-to-2? Why is it unanimous? I have a problem with these unanimous votes because obviously it's not representative of the community. I mean, where's the real discussion? Where's the heated debate? There is none, because the council's homogenous. And I bet you if you go to your city council, you'll see the same thing. It's almost like they all look the same. It's like they came out of this factory. Maybe in your city it's different. Maybe yours isn't homogenous. And I'm not just talking about race, color, or thing like that, or sex. I'm just talking about basically their social, economic, demographic. It's homogenous. They're all in the same age group. They're all in the same strata. It's not representative. And if you look at Congress, it's pretty much the same thing. Our U.S. Congress and Senate. It's not really representing the people. You might have one or two that got in somehow, but overall, no. And that's part of the problem. My fellow Americans, wake up. Smell the tyranny.